Today on The Joy of Editing, we're going to take a look at the latest update for TOPAZ Photo AI version 3.2.1, now with improved color accuracy for Nikon and Sony files. Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to The Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. Thank you so much for joining me today. There's been another small update to TOPAZ Photo AI, but this is a good one, especially if you have a Nikon or a Sony camera. Photo AI is now working with your camera profiles to give you better color accuracy. On my last tutorial, I showed you how they started out with Canon cameras, and now we have Nikon and Sony, which is good news. There is a bit of a difference between the Canon camera profiles and the Sony and Nikon profiles. There's a little bit of an issue, which I'll show you in order for this to work out properly. So stay tuned and I'll show you what you need to do. By the way, if you don't yet own TOPAZ Photo AI or you'd like to update your license for any of the TOPAZ products, you can click on my affiliate link in the description below this video. I make a small commission when you do that, and that helps me to keep these tutorials coming your way. When you use my links, I really appreciate it, and thank you. Well, let's go ahead and get started. I'm in TOPAZ Photo AI. I'm using the Standalone app. I'm going to click Browse Images, and here is my Sony file. And I've also tried this with Nikon, and it does work, but I'll just demonstrate it with Sony file today. So I'll click on this file and click Open to open it inside of Photo AI. And if we look over here on the right side of the interface, we can see it has applied raw denoise. I'm going to click right here, and you can see it has chosen raw normal, and these are the autopilot settings, which I'm happy with these settings. I'm just going to leave it here. But here's what I want you to note. If you look up here on the upper left-hand side of the interface, it has applied the camera standard matching profile to this image. Now, I don't know why it has chosen camera standard. I'm assuming this image was shot with a camera standard profile. This is not my image. I don't have a Sony camera, and I want to thank Shankar Jadapa for letting me use his image. He's a regular TK Friday viewer, so thank you, Shankar. And I also want you to know I did try this out using a Nikon RAW file, and it did use its matching camera profile too. And also note with this information up here, raw denoise is always applied first during raw conversion for superior image quality. You can dismiss this message if you want to. But these are the autopilot settings of the raw normal model, and these are the strength and minor deblur settings. Now I could click on Add Enhancement, click the plus, and we could sharpen this image. I'll just click on Sharpen and let autopilot run on it. And it has chosen the standard model, and the strength and the minor denoise settings are, as you can see right here. Now, obviously we could change these, but I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I'm going to hold my space bar down. Here's the before, and here is the after. And now that I've added denoising and sharpening, I could come down and click Export Image. Now, I do want to point something out. This image will be exported as a RAW file. However, if you were to use Adjust Lighting or Balance Color, it would send it out as a TIFF file. So if you want to work with a RAW file, it's imperative that you only use raw, denoise, and sharpen. And this is all I want to do with this image for now, so I'll click Export Image. And I will send this back to its original folder. I'll preserve its format. It'll save it as a RAW file. As you can see right here, DNG. I'll click Save. And then what we'll do is we will do a comparison between this image and the original RAW file just to see what the color accuracy is like. We'll do that in Lightroom, and that'll be next. And now here we are in Lightroom, so we could do a comparison. What you're seeing right now is the original RAW file with no adjustments or no noise reduction or sharpening on it. And now here is the Photo AI denoised and sharpened image. As you can see, they're both in camera standard. Now you could come and click on the four squares and change this to any camera matching profile or Adobe profile that you want. Or you could use Adobe Camera Raw to change your profile to a different profile. But I'm going to leave it at standard. But again, this is the original and this is the Photo AI result. So they're pretty darn close. I'll go ahead and zoom into 100%. Now again, this is the original image. And this image was very low ISO. All Shankar's images are low ISO images, so I wish I could have showed you something with a lot of noise, But if you've used Photo AI, you know it's fantastic at removing noise. But this image is not sharpened, and now I'll click on the Photo AI result, and now you can see the sharpened image. And as you can see, as I shift between the two, they're pretty close in terms of color accuracy. And now let me show you an issue you'll have if you send your RAW file into Photo AI from Lightroom. This issue won't happen with a Canon RAW file, but it will with Sony and Nikon RAW files. At the end of this video, I will link my previous Photo AI update video showing you how to send Canon RAW files from Lightroom to Photo AI and use matching camera profiles. I'll switch back to the original RAW file. Now, I did state in that video that you must use a matching camera profile. You cannot use an Adobe profile. It has to be a camera profile. So I tried it with a Nikon and a Sony file. So as you can see, I'm using the camera standard matching profile. And then we come up here to File and come down to Plugin Extras. And then we'll go ahead and click on Process with TOPAZ Photo AI. And now here we are inside of TOPAZ Photo AI. And as you can see, it is applied raw denoise. And as you can note, these are the autopilot settings. But notice over here, we don't see that matching camera profile here. All we see is the file name. So here's the problem. You cannot use Lightroom and send your image into Photo AI and use a matching camera profile to get better color accuracy. You can only get that capability with a standalone app. Now that may change in the future, but right now, so far, we have Canon. You could launch that from Lightroom and use a camera matching profile. But Nikon and Sony, you cannot do that. You have to use it as a standalone app in order to use the matching color profile to get better color accuracy. Now, of course, once you save out your image, then you can import it into Lightroom and you'll be good to go. I hope a future update lets us send Sony and Nikon images into Photo AI from Lightroom and be able to use matching camera profiles. Well, there it is, everyone. We have improved color accuracy for Nikon and Sony RAW files, and hopefully more cameras will be added in the very near future. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And if you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. Click that bell notification icon, click all, so that you'll receive all notifications, and then every time I upload a new tutorial, you'll get notified about it. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today in the Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. I'll see you all right here next time, but until then, happy editing.